Welcome guys, Pegasus here, bringing you a tutorial on how to make your own Homeworld Remastered ship badges. This is a very easy process, anybody can do it, regardless of your experience. So if you have any concerns, don't worry, I'm going to guide you through the entire process here. Firstly, you're going to need an image editing program. So for this I recommend you use GIMP because it's fairly simple to use, and best of all, it's absolutely free. So let's go ahead and get hold of this. You need to go to the GIMP website. I'll leave a link for this in the video description down below. You need to go to the newest version, so it'll be listed here by this hyperlink. Just click that. And then you need to select Windows for your operating system. And you want to select the newest version. Usually this will be 2.8. At the time of this video I'm making, it's 2.8.14. So go ahead, select the setup file, that's this one right here, and go ahead and save this to somewhere where you have easy access, so the desktop for example. So go ahead and save it there. Then once that's done, you just have to run the executable, follow the installation instructions, and go ahead and load up the GIMP. Okay, as you can see I've already installed GIMP before. The first thing you might notice between your version and mine is that the toolbars on the left and right actually are loose on yours. They'll be floating around, which in my opinion makes it look a little bit cluttered. If you want to have it like this, where they're pushed to the sides and fixed in place, you just have to go to Windows and select single window mode. This will make them stick to the sides and give you a much cleaner working area, in my opinion. So you've actually got the clean area set up. You have to create a new file, and I've done a little bit of experimentation, and with the badges it seems that the highest resolution that will be supported is 256 by 256 pixels. So we'll go ahead and enter those in. 256 by 256, and you want to click on advanced options here. This is important. You need to fill it with a transparency. Basically what this will mean is that any area which isn't taken up by your badge design will be transparent on the final version when it comes out. So you've got that set up, 256 by 256, transparency, RGB color. Go ahead and create that, and this is your badge outline right now. So first things first, I recommend you turn on guides, just so you have an idea of where the center of the design is. Just go to Image, Guides, a new guide by percent, and for some reason this dialog box that pops up doesn't always come to the foreground, so just go ahead and click on it. For me it's set on horizontal, that's fine. Just go ahead, 50% horizontal, so that's going to put one line down the center here, and you want to do that again, and this time you want to set it on vertical. So now you've got the exact center point of your project, so you can work around this if you need to. If you find these getting in the way, you can go ahead and hide these. It's very simple. Just go to View, and you need to select, basically, I think it's in this side here. One moment. Guides. Well, basically there's a keyboard shortcut. I can't seem to find it there. Just press Ctrl Shift and T, and that'll basically bring them up or hide them. And also one other thing, if you are moving objects around on this work area, you might find that they keep on snapping to the lines, and if that gets a little bit irritating, you just need to turn off Snap to Guides here, and that will stop things jumping around on the work area. So you go ahead and get that sorted. One moment. Show guides, there you go. That's what I was looking for earlier. It was staring me in the face, so that will actually hide the guides as well. Alright, so you've actually got the space sorted now. You can go ahead and start designing your badge right here. All these here are the tools you can use. If you have an existing image though that you want to use, how can you use that? Well, you just import it in. Here's one that I have from earlier, just a JPEG file. Now, you can basically use this image and just resize it immediately down to the dimensions we need, so we can scale it. Go to Image, Scale Image, and as we said before, we need it to be on 256 by 256. So we can go ahead and resize that now, scale it down, and so that's now the new acceptable size for the badge. But what if we don't want this background around it? Well, we can actually get rid of that by using the Fuzzy Select tool. It looks like a little wand up here. And if we just zoom in, holding the control key and the scroll wheel, you can actually select areas. You can select multiple areas if you hold down the shift key, and then you could take away those areas if you change your mind with the control key. You just have to hold them down as you click. So let's say I don't want all these areas here. I'm going to go ahead and select a few of these gradients. And all of this I'll delete. But we have a problem. You see, there's a white background, and if we don't want to have white as the background to our badge, we need that transparency layer that we had with the blank one here. So to do that, I'm going to undo. You just need to go onto the layer here, right click, and go down to add alpha channel. That's going to add a transparency layer behind, so that now anything we delete from this foreground will be replaced by a transparency. So if we go ahead and repeat that deletion, there you go, you get the checkered background, and that means that that is going to show up as transparent on the final version on the ships. So basically this is a very rough example I'm showing you here. I'm actually just rushing through and deleting areas. There are going to be a few jaggy outlines that are left behind because of this, but that's just to give you an idea of how to do the removal here. Obviously when you do it, you can spend a little bit more time and have a bit more refined finish on the product. So let's say I finished the design now, and you basically want to know, how do I get this into the game? Alright, well, straightforward. You've got it down to size, it's 256 by 256, you've got the finished design, everything's sorted. You just need to go to File and Export As. Give it a appropriate name, so let's call it Pegasus, I guess. And you need to change the ending here to a TGA, .tga or targa. That's the only file type which will be recognized by the game when you insert this into the game folder. So you've got the TGA file set, and you go ahead and export it somewhere again where you can get access to it easily. Desktop for me. And this is vital, this stage here. You need to ensure that RLE compression is disabled. If you have that enabled, it will not work at all. So go ahead and disable that. The origin from bottom left basically just determines the orientation. So I found that if you actually change this to top left, your badge will show up in game upside down. So you probably don't want to mess with that. Just leave that on bottom left. Click export, and you're going to have your TGA file right here. So you need to go ahead and right click, cut that file, and we need to get this into the game directory where the game can actually detect it and use it. So you need to navigate to your Steam directory. For me, this is on C drive. Steam directory. Once you get to yours, just simply enter the Steam directory, go to Steam Apps, then go to Common, Homeworld, Homeworld RM, and you want to go into the data folder here. Once in the data folder, you need to create a new folder called Badges. I've actually already done this, which is why it already exists. Just go to New Folder, create the folder name Badges, and once you're there, you can paste your new design in. Alright, and as you can see, I've already created one in the past, and that's the one at the top here. This is the one that we've just done right now. And now those files are in place, all we have to do is load the game up and see if everything has gone according to plan. Let's just give this 1 second to load. Alright, so let's see whether this badge has been detected. This is the one I made originally, so that was the one that was already in the badges folder. And if we go down to the bottom, there we go, this is the newer one. Excellent. It's the newer one right there. You can see I've still got the the gradient line there. I didn't remove everything, so this was like a work in progress one. So go ahead and load that, and there you go, it's showing up on the ship. You can see if you look very closely, I'm not sure if it's going to show up on YouTube, but that gradient line is still there, and there's a line there as well, as it's a rough version. So they actually work. You can actually use these, go into the game with them. I'll just show you quickly. Here we go. And let's take a look. Yeah, there you have it. The badge is loaded there on the side of the ship.
Destroy enemy motherships.
And obviously this will be pasted on all your ships, so there you go. Well guys, I hope that was straightforward enough for you to use. Hopefully it's helped a lot of you out and you can start creating your own badge designs. If it did help you, please leave a like on the video. And if you have any questions or need any help, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to help you guys out. And I actually can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Looking forward to seeing some wild and wacky designs out there. So see you on the battlefield. Until next time, this is Pegasus. Take care.